Hi, this is Pastor Tami with hungryheartsforgod.com. Welcome to Can You Hear Me Now? 7 Ways to Recognize the Voice of God. This session is on distinguishing factor number 5, favorite words and phrases. As a pastor and a spiritual coach, I had lived my entire life walking according to the counsel of the flesh and had no idea I was speaking, teaching, preaching, and coaching with the attitude, perspective, and lingo of the carnal mind. So, of course, I sounded like a spiritually superior, self-righteous, critical, and judgmental know-it-all. Duh! I counseled others the same way the carnal mind counseled me, barging in uninvited, handing out unsolicited advice, and shoulding all over people. You should. You shouldn't. You should have. You shouldn't have. These words are actually no-nos in effective communication. If we want somebody to resist us and tune us out, all we have to do is use the favorite words and phrases of the flesh. You are so. You need to. You should. You shouldn't. The flesh actually starts in on us first thing in the morning, believing that this kind of coaching is going to make us become better and more godlike. Question. If you have a thought that starts with you are so, you need to, you should, you shouldn't, what can you know? What is the truth? Truth is, whenever a thought starts with you are so, you need to, you should, you shouldn't, I can know that I am listening to the counsel of the flesh. Ego is a-talking. The enemy's favorite words are always, never, everybody, and nobody. God says things like, lo, I am with you always, and I will never leave nor forsake. But the enemy seeks to destroy and separate by saying things like, they always do this to you. They never include you. Nobody cares. Everybody is against you. I can know I've really bought into a lie when I hear myself double up on these words. Everybody always does this to me, or nobody ever tells me anything. Question. If you have a negative, always, never, everybody, or nobody thought, what can you know? What is the truth? Truth is, whenever I have a negative, always, never, everybody, or nobody thought, I can know that I am listening to the counsel of the enemy. The counsel of the Spirit tends to use our lingo and our wit along with his wisdom. I'll never forget the day I received an email from a client that had just heard God's voice for the first time. She had asked him why she kept finding herself in the same type of situation over and over again. His response was, because you're a big fat liar. I didn't think I would feel too good if God said that to me, but she seemed thrilled out of her mind. A little concerned, I gave her a call. She was still sizzling with excitement when she picked up the phone. I asked her if this was something she would say to someone else. She said, oh yeah, I say it all the time. Instead of saying, no way, I say, big fat liar. So when God said it to me, I knew immediately it was truth. I'm a big fat liar. I tell people what they want to hear instead of the truth, which is why I keep getting myself into situations I don't want to be in. God had used Summer's lingo to bring truth to her situation. She knew she had heard the voice of God because it set her free, energizing and inspiring her to speak the truth in love. So what kind of you counsel has the flesh been giving you? You are so, You need to. You should. You shouldn't. What negative, always, never, everybody, nobody coaching have you been getting from the enemy? Recognition and awareness empower us to choose not to buy into the counsel we just heard, and instead listen for the counsel of the Spirit by asking, Lord, what is your truth? In closing, I'd like to remind you of the 2 opportunities I've created to support you on your journey to recognize the voice of God. The first is my private Facebook community, and the second is a free weekly Ask Pastor Tami call. If I can support you in either of these ways, email Pastor Tami, Tami, at hungryheartsforgod, hungryhearts, the numeral 4, God.com, and I'll send you the necessary information. When you're ready, check out Can You Hear Me Now? 7 ways to recognize the voice of God, distinguishing factor number 6, inspired feelings. This is Pastor Tami, inspiring hungry hearts around the world to pursue God's presence and purpose by learning to recognize His voice, distinguishing it from the counsel of the flesh and the counsel of the enemy. God bless.